Isang magandang Miyerkules sa inyong lahat. Ito po ang October 13, 2021 edition ng The Stock Market Today at 73 days na lang Pasko na. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chidoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007 and I do this report every day which I started August of last year. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment in the comment box and I will prioritize. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa DMCI at CNVRG. Kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSEI ngayong araw. Ika-13 ng Oktubre 2021 dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, let's start with our financial headlines courtesy of BDO Securities. And in the macro news, IMF cuts 2021 Philippine growth forecast to 3.2%. And then curfew hours in the NCR shortened, seen to boost business recovery. Alam niyo, nung lumakad po ako nung Saturday and it was the birthday of my mother. We visited her in our house in Malabon. Ay napaka-traffic doon pa lang sa south, sa south along Better Living subdivision. Talagang grabe, kasi hapon kami umalis mga 4:30 in the afternoon. Ay naku, parang I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes kami doon sa road na yan, sa Doña Soledad. And kagabi pag uwi namin from the office ay ang grabe din ang traffic. So bumabalik na po ang negosyo. Wala pang estudyante yan, study from home pa yung mga estudyante na yan. Anyway, curfew hours in the NCR shortened, seem to boost business recovery. Then trade deficit widens as imports top 10 billion. And then this is our main news. SCC and DMC sets all-time high dividend payout. AEV purchases 384 million worth of UPB shares. And then JFC open new stores in the United States and Canada. So tingnan po natin sila mamaya. And let's go to our main news. SCC and DMC sets all-time high dividend payout. And let's look at it from Philstar. Consuming family declares chunky dividends to spread wealth with investors. The consuming family, DMC and SCC Power, declared special dividends for common shareholders for both DMC and SCC on Tuesday. For SCC, the dividend will be 1.75 or 1 peso 75 centavos per share, which is 6.25% yield based on SCC's closing price of 28 pesos per share. The ex-date is October 20 and the record date is October 25, with the payout date is November 9. With the special dividend, so it's above the regular dividends that SEC already declared earlier this year. The total dividend payout for this year will be 12.7 billion, which is the highest in SEC's history. For DMC, the dividend will be 48 centavos per share, which is 5.43% yield based on DMC's closing price of 8.84 per share. The record date is October 26 and the payout date is November 10. The disclosure did not mention the ex-date, but I'm assuming for now that it's October 21. If the pattern of SEC's is plus 1 day is maintained for all dates. For SEC, the story is really all about the coal's huge price spike. Over the past year, coal's price per ton has gone up around $50 to a high of $251, set just last week, and SEC has been able to book record high selling prices for this product. Great timing for David Consumi's daughter, Josefa, who purchased 2.076 million shares of SCC late September at around 18 per share. Ngayon ay 28. Ms. Consuini is one of the SEC's board members. Her stake, which she acquired for nearly 38 million a couple of weeks ago, is now worth 58 million and entitles her to 3.6 million from the special dividends, assuming she holds onto her stake through the record date. Not a bad way to make 23.6 million profit in just 2 months. Both SEC and DMC were up around 10% in trading yesterday as a result of the news. Okay, so let's take a look at SEC and DMC later. And alam niyo, in my video last January, SEC and DMC are one of the highest or two of the highest dividend paying stocks in the index. And it will not come as a surprise na SEC is continuing to give large dividends because of the company's profitability. Thank you, SEC, and thank you, DMC. Okay, kung meron po kayong SEC and DMC, congratulations po. Okay, so let's take a look at the commentary of BDO Securities on that news. At sabi niya, SEC and DMC's total annual dividend payouts translate to dividend yields of about 11% based on their October 12 closing prices. The record dividend distributions are on the back of the steep ascent in call prices. Siguro ano ito? Combined, no? Combined yield of SEC and DMC, which we expect to sustain until the first half of 2022 forecast, amid supply constraints and elevated demand from China. Recall that SEC's first half 2021 EBITDA soared 80% year-on-year, with coal operations contributing 66% of cash flows. Okay, so that's very good news for holders of SEC and DMC. So let's now take a look at the happenings at the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Okay, the PSEI lost 38.9 points or 0.55%, but it appears to be consolidating lang, no? Because yung ating mga indicators are still under the candlestick at yung short term natin ay still well under, including the yellow and the black line representing the 50 and 100-day exponential moving average. So, nagkakaroon po siya ng resistance dito sa area to. Yan po, sa 71.41. And it has been that way for the past 3 days, with support ay malapit po dito sa area to, sa 7,000 level. Yan po, sa 7,040 to 7,000 level ang more or less gumagalaw ang ating PSEI. Sa market summary naman, 111 companies declined, 180 advanced, while 48 remained unchanged. The all-share index lost 0.38%, while the sectoral indices ended mixed. The financials, mining, and properties ended in the green, while the holding companies, industrials, and services ended in the red. Mining topped the gainers at 2.55%, while the industrials lost 1.8%. On the market status, we will be reviewing your request, and we will be reviewing June Sebastian's request, ano? Thanks po Sir Benji, pwede po COSCO and URC sa next stocks review. So, unahin po natin si COSCO, URC, then tingnan natin po si DMC at SCC na napakalaki po ng dividendong binigay. Then, AEV, JFC, then tingnan natin si Converge at si BDO. So let's start our tech analysis on COSCO. Si COSCO, nung tinignan ko po kanina, ay ito pala ay holding company ni Lucio Ko, the owners of Pure Gold. So, on the side, pwede nating tingnan si Pure Gold Pero si COSCO po, nasa resistance level na po siya. Yan po, no? But, yung candlestick closed at a price higher than our indicators, indicating a bullish trend. RSI is also bullish at 59. Yung next resistance level na nakikita ko ay nandito po sa area to sa 5.33%. Ngayon, yung support level ay pwede nating ilagay dito sa yan. Actually, EMA 50 pwede nating support sa 5 pesos po. Or 5.05 dito pero 5 pesos. Kasi when we talk of support and resistance, hindi po yan eksakto. These are areas. So, RSI is at 59, almost 60 points with a possible bullish, well, actually it is a bullish trend for COSCO, which has been going up in the past 3 days. So, may news ba tayo kay COSCO? Wala, puro mga buyback transaction. Pero kung sisilipin po natin si Pure Gold, yung kanyang one of the subsidiaries ay in general pataas po si Pure Gold. So, yung kanyang support level or support level is nasa EMA 50 at 41. Okay, after URC or COSCO is URC. URC is one of the undervalued stocks kasi bumababa na naman siya, no, at 130 and yung kanyang support level ay nandito po. Kung titignan po natin yung ating fundamentals for URC based po sa BDO Securities, ang tunay na presyo po niya is 160. So meron po siyang upside dito. Ngayon po, based on technicals naman, ang resistance niya is 136. So, ganun lang siya. Akyat baba, akyat baba. Doon lang gumagalaw yung ating stock pero bearish po yung sentiment based on the RSI at 40. Okay, then we go to the stock of DMC. Okay, DMC continues to move up and maganda po, no? Maganda po yung movement niya. Parang ASEN at saka Converge, no? Na pataas yung kanyang movement and all HC. Yung support po niya nandito at almost 8 pesos. Pero yung resistance level, kunin po natin yung 1 week chart niya. Yung resistance level po, yung next resistance niya ay nandito po sa area to. Nasa 1050 yung next resistance level. Actually, ang DMCI, kung titingnan nyo po, umabot po yan ng September 17, umabot po yan ng 15 pesos. Ano? Nung December 2014, umabot po yan ng 16 pesos. 15 to 16 pesos. Pero ngayon, nasa 910 lang po. Kaya malaki po yung potential ng DMCI dahil maganda namang stock po ito. Pero ingat lang po tayo dahil overbought na po. But let's check the DMI. So the DMI is 37, meaning okay lang. Kahit overbought yan, ay pwedeng tumaas pa yung stock. Then SCC, one of the companies of DMI, is yan, moving upwards pa, oh, and it has volume. So, yung support niya nandito rin sa area to at 25. Tingnan natin yung history niya. Yung 1 week chart niya ay this is the highest since August 2018. It is the highest actually since August 2018. So, na-reach na niya yung nadaig na niya yung pre-pandemic level, ano? At yung next resistance niya nandito po sa area to. Nasa 33. Actually, yung stock po na SCC, umabot po yan ng 44 to 45 pesos or as high as 50 pesos. Nasa 30.50 na po siya. AEV is next. Ngayon, si AEV naman ay nagko-consolidate lang po siya. Nagkaroon po siya ng surges dito, pero dips, engulfing candlestick po sa September 28 and a upward surge on September 21. No? Ngayon po ay nagko-consolidate siya. But based on our short-term indicator ay bearish, pero yung medium and long-term ay bullish. So, more or less ay bullish to sideways po ang movement ni Aboitiz. Support is here at 47. Resistance is here at 53.60. So that's for Aboitiz, which closed at 47 pesos or 5 centavos up. Then JFC. Si JFC ay, no, this is the wrong. JFC. Yan. Ibang stock yung lumabas. Okay, bullish po si JFC with support is here. Yan, 62 po yung RSI. Let's check sa DMI. Ngayon, DMI is, okay. So, that's below 30, 22, no? So, balik po natin sa, so, our support is at 205 for JFC, and the resistance level, this is already resistance level actually. The next resistance level, let's take the 1-week chart again. So, next resistance po ni JFC ay nandito po. Diyan po sa 232 to 233 ang next resistance ni JFC. But RSI is bullish at 63. Then, after JFC, balik natin uli sa 1 day. And after JFC, Converge. Okay. Converge appears to be changing trend. So, nasa 41.52 ang RSI niya. Bearish po siya. Although the black indicator, our long term, is still under the candlestick, it seems to be moving downwards already. So, it lost 2.85 points. And yung ating resistance level or support level is at EMA 50 at 32. And let's take the EMA 100 as our support at 28. So mukhang nag-change na po yung trend. Let's look at the DMI. DMI ay 48, but mas malamang na ito ay downward trend. No? Because the red indicator is above the green and the black says it's 48. So, it's a downward trend for Converge. Ngayon, ang ating support level ay nasa, lagay natin sa EMA 50, yung ating support level. Or EMA 100, the next support level at 28. Then, finally, we have BDO. Yan, BDO continues to surge and there is volume today. It ended at 130 pesos, high at 131.50. And this is the highest 52-week high. Yan po si BDO, and it has the prices now higher than pre-pandemic. Kasi po, March 20, yung huling presyo niyan ay March 20. So, minatch lang niya yung huling presyo niya, no? But it went as low as March 23. So, pababa na po yung March 20. But the next resistance is at here at 149. It went as high as 160, 161 CBDO. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. Ika-13 ng Oktubre, 2021. Ito po si Benji Chodoro, nagpapaalala, mag-ingat sa COVID, mag-ingat sa scam. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik at hanggang sa muli. God bless and bye for now.